Welcome back to Drift Delvers. It is episode 36.
Episode 18.
No, we're not. That was a one-time thing. That was a one-time thing.
Oh, okay.
How are you guys doing tonight? I don't have a particular banter topic, but I'm just glad to see you guys. Sit down and play a little bit.
Me
So how
too,
are you?
Adam. I am doing fantastic today. It was a
That's
good day
great.
today, and it keeps on rolling.
Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that you're having a good day. What about the rest of you? Mediocre days, good days, bad days?
Busy.
Busy?
I've just been extremely busy. Schoolwork stuff and working on my new house. And we had state testing this week, so that was miserable. I hate state testing. It's literally torture to me.
Yes, sir.
I don't think I've heard any good things about state testing.
I mean, I remember taking state tests, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to think what a teacher is doing for that. You're just like proctoring a test, so you're just like standing around,
Yes.
trying
That's
to make
the
sure they're
thing.
not cheating and shit.
Yeah, you're literally just monitoring.
Yeah, that's
But you can't
excruciating.
you can't talk, you can't sit down, like you have to just stand around twiddling your thumbs with no noise, no phone. You got to turn your phone into the office and stuff, or leave it in your car, which is what I do. And literally, like, I'm so ADD anyways, like, that is the most miserable experience for me. It's just standing there with nothing at all to do.
Have you considered smuggling your phone in through your butt?
That is a very good question.
That would
Adam.
not make it a better experience. Then I have to take it out of my butt, like in the proctoring
Yeah, that's a
session.
little weird.
I figured you just
that.
use your cheeks. I'm not really talking about shoving it up your
I need some
butthole.
dexterous cheeks then.
Well,
Oh,
let me
man,
ask,
yeah.
how are they checking to see if you brought your phone in the first place? Is it on the honor system?
I mean, I guess, I don't know. I just follow the rules because, like, if you do get caught with a phone, like, it invalidates the test for that class.
Shit.
Oh,
And, you
yeah,
have
that's
to,
it.
and that class has to, like, retake the test.
Well, in that case, you don't want to screw over all those.
Yeah, because
that's
not
a
only
big
that,
move.
but then
Kids,
I've
man,
got to
yeah.
do this again. You know?
Right.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah, but I've just been super busy. And then today in particular wasn't that bad of a day. It was kind of chill because tomorrow's a holiday. You know, I let the kids hang out, have some free time. We went to recess early. Like the having classes that I had was fairly pleasant today, except that third grade's always awful. But then I got off work, I ran home, I was in podcast mode. I was like, all right, I'm going to go over my character sheet for Riot. I'm going to, check some boxes, check on how everything works. We've got shopping and stuff coming up before too long. I did that for about 10 minutes, and then I got a notification from Amazon that the new, comforter set that I ordered was delivered. And so I went and looked at my front door, and I was like, no, it wasn't. And then I looked more closely at the message, and there was a picture. And I was like, that's not my house. I was like, that's my apartment from over a year ago.
So you left your Amazon delivery address or whatever is the old place?
I changed my billing address to here, but I guess I
You
forgot
have
to
to
switch the
select it.
delivery.
Yeah, dude,
I was just in a hurry ordering it on the fly. I made a mistake. So that's on me. But then I was so mad in like a casual way because I was just like, when... Well, I texted John. I literally, I think my last message to John is, one of these days, I'm going to be able to get off work and just sit my ass down. Like, one day it's going to happen.
Not today.
But not today. So I had to get up, drive, I commute 40 minutes to work. So I had just gotten home from my 40-minute commute, sat down for 10 minutes, worked on Raya stuff, got up, drove another 40 minutes back, got to the apartment complex, to my old apartment. I was like, well, it's not here. And I had to do some detective work, look at the picture, look at the little curb it was on, find, identifying marks, and then drive around the apartment complex. And I finally found it. And I had to get out, walk up to this apartment that was literally 2 buildings over from my old apartment. And there's some kids playing basketball. And I was like, hey, y'all live here? And one was the one that was outside because the other one had run in real quick. Was like, nope. And I was like, okay. Fortunately, right then the other one walked out. He was like, he does. And I was like, hey, man, this box right here is mine. And I just wanted you to know I'm not some crazy old weirdo coming and stealing boxes off people's porches. I used to live here and it got delivered to the wrong address. So I'm taking this. If anybody asks, it's got my name on it. It's right here. And he's like, oh, okay, cool. And I go to walk off and he was like, wait a minute. You were my science teacher. And I was like, yeah, oh, shit. Yep, sure was.
Funny.
Identity verified.
No, not at all.
He's like that detective work.
He must have been from the first year I taught science because, and now he's aged like 3 years. And, you know, like that is a time period where they change a lot, you know, between 10 and 13, you know?
Yeah, right.
Right. But I've taught 650 kids on average a year for the last 4 years. So it's like, unless you were like, I really liked you, you were an awesome kid, or you were really bad, like, I'm going to forget your face, you know?
Zach, how was your day today?
I guess it was okay, man.
Just a normal day?
It's just a normal day, yeah.
Even Steven day?
Yeah. I can't think of a single remarkable... Dude, I got nothing. I'm sorry, man. I'm not bringing anything to the banter table here.
That's okay. I was just checking
just
in
a normal
with you,
day, dude. You know?
What about you, John?
Impressively uneventful.
Yeah.
So, it was a normal day, but, like, I didn't get good sleep. So I was, like, really looking forward to that nap after work, and I realized, same deal, I had a package that was going to be arriving 2 days earlier from Amazon, and it was a bed frame, and I was like, well, shit, and they got construction down the road and whatnot, and so I was, like, worried that they weren't going to deliver it. So I had to, like, stay up after work and just kind of, like, instead of taking a nap. And so I've been just drinking coffee.
I have a question for you. A question, point of order.
Yeah.
What difference would you taking a nap or not make in the delivery of said item?
That's what I was going to ask.
Okay, so the reason being is that this it's being delivered by UPS. Usually UPS only has one driver. The bed frame on the site says that it's like, I don't know, like fucking 30 kilograms, like 60, 70 pounds. So I was ready to help haul that thing from the UPS truck with that person. And lo and behold, I had to, because it was just one person and they couldn't do it themselves.
And you were worried that you would not wake up to the door knock.
Well, yeah, they probably wouldn't even knock. I don't know, you know?
Well, they would if they needed help.
I have actually had somebody just leave a little sticker on there saying that
right.
You
so
know,
you were sitting out front on your porch.
No. I was in my office, but you know, I have direct view. No, they didn't, because that was because I've been kind of keeping an eye out, and I saw when they passed by, so I already stepped outside, you know. And talk.
I'm on John's side. Better safe than sorry.
Yeah, better safe than sorry.
Curious.
You know,
hey, I was just curious. There's no sides here.
Yeah, it's just that, it's such a pain in the ass whenever it's like that heavy of a piece of equipment. Because then at that point they're just going to say like, well, okay, it's over at our distribution center. You're going to have to get it there from there. You know, they're not just going to go and re-deliver it on a different day. You know, they may, but it's just too much trouble. You know what I mean?
Drift over.
Yeah, sure.
Civil War, the bedding incident.
I mean,
I'm just looking out for my boy getting his siesta. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
you know
I mean, look, I will live. I have been without a siesta before in a day, my guy. So, like, it's okay. I'm just telling you, you know?
I'm not your guy, pal.
I mean, all right, pal. But, like... I'm just saying.
I'm not your buddy, guy.
Thank you. I didn't, it was just left out there feeling very mean, and it wasn't mean because it was a reference. I appreciate you.
No. It's all right. No. I was just answering your question, your analysis, your critiques.
Yeah, it was just a question, and you did answer it. I appreciate it. You know, John and I had a pretty fun weekend this last weekend.
BS.
We went to the Maple Leaf to see a local band here, Zoomst.
Yeah, that was great.
What?
Zoomst.
I thought it was just Zoomst, like ZOOMST, not without the P. Oh,
I'm not putting a P in it. They did. Zoomst. How's that?
There you go.
Zoomst.
There you go.
I don't know how I feel about that band name. Does that mean something?
I thought he was like,
Or is it
okay, is that
just
just another
gibberish?
way of saying, is it really just Zoom Street? You know
the
what I mean?
most zoomed, the most zoomed, the most
Maybe.
zoomed.
Nah.
I got nothing.
The Zoomist, but it's
Yeah.
They
it's
often
without the
say,
E.
come aboard the good ship Zoomst, so I don't know if it's a ship name, whatever. These guys had 2 keyboard players.
Yeah, that's a rarity.
I know all these guys. I just hadn't had a chance to see them. And the second keyboard player actually just joined, which is why I went, because he's a good friend of mine, my good buddy Mitch. And I was like, okay, I want to see what's going on here. I'm curious to see how 2 keyboards go. And, I get there and I look at the stage, and there's just like so much gear on the stage.
Yeah.
It's bonkers, dude. Like,
because the Leaf
it's
is
a
not
6-string
huge.
bass, a giant bass stack, a floor pedal board that's like 2 feet long. You know what I mean? Like
They had to be on the lookout for an Amazon package delivering more gear in the middle of the show.
yeah. It was nuts, but they were fun. They were like real progressive jam type stuff. It was good. The reason I even bring all this up is because I went and I told John, I was like, hey, you should come over here and check out this band. I think you'll dig it. And he's like, all right, cool. Let me get ready and everything. And then he sends me John likes to keep me posted on where he's at in his getting ready process. It's like, all right, I got some rice on. I'm about to cook. Yeah, no, it's cool. So I knew where he was at. And he's like, all right, I just finished eating. I'm ready to go. I'm coming over. I'm going to grab an Uber. And like, I almost wanted to do what I do and just be like, bro, you don't need an Uber. This is ridiculous. But I was like, no, I'm not going to be a jerk. I'm just going to let him do his thing. And then he shows up and he's like, man, I just walked here because I didn't need an Uber. And I was like, yeah, dude. Because it's what, 4 blocks away, John?
Yeah, it's a short walk. It's a 15-minute walk. Literally. I didn't realize that it was a 15-minute walk. I thought I was talking about like, because it's 15 minutes where driving
it's only
anywhere
4
around
blocks?
Here,
And it takes 15 minutes?
Really?
It's like 4 diagonal blocks. You know what I mean? Like, so you got to go 2 blocks one way and 4 blocks the other way.
I see.
It's a 6-block walk,
Yeah. But it's closer than I am to it, and I walked to the Maple Leaf, But again, I was like, I'm not going to tell this man how to live his life. But then he showed up. He's like, I walked, and I was like, yeah, he was like, you're right. It is so close. I was like, yeah, it is, man. It's super close.
The Leaf's on Frenchman, right?
No.
No.
Leaf is on
Street.
Oak Street.
Oak Street.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Frenchman's
Frenchman's
would be
down
a
by the
commute.
quarter.
That would be a fucking walk.
Yeah, I would not walk to Frenchman Street.
That's an Uber.
Yeah. Totally. Well, you guys are doing a lot of walking in Cineshore because there are no Ubers and it's all pleasant walks.
They don't have any system for that? No kind of public transportation?
I mean, they probably do, but it's also
it's your world.
not necessary because, as I said, like everything is so pleasant and there's nobody's in a rush and like nothing is that far away from it. I'm sure that they have little people mover walking, like
There's got to be something because
assistant.
It's like
we know for a fact that people have jobs
Butterflippers.
here, So people got to get to places on time.
Bro, imagine having to fucking just punch a clock in heaven.
Yeah.
Imagine having to go to work. Like you're here in paradise and you're like, fucking again at the coffee shop.
Well,
again.
Just completely philosophically, like if we're thinking traditional heaven, like your
Which
heaven.
this is not, by
We're
the
not.
way.
We're
I
talking
know.
about this.
Okay, well, I'll shut the fuck up then.
No, I just.
But but the term thinking about punching a clock in heaven, it's like, well, it'd just be your dream job, right? Like,
literally,
it'd be a job that you love.
Everybody that is doing work here is doing it because they enjoy it. It's their passion.
Fair enough.
And you met a couple of said people, right? Like you met the art dealer,
The artist,
who dreams and then
dream
paints his
painter.
dreams, and gave you guys a painting of you guys fighting Melicanta on the giant Tesseract thing that you guys have seen blueprints and stuff for. So who knows what that might mean. You guys are helping out some star-crossed lovers. You got Lahana, which is the new R, who's desperately in love with Zuli, who works at the Stardust Cafe. Is that right? Is that what it's called? Stardust Cafe?
Yep, it sounds right.
Hey man, I just work here.
Don't ask me where I work. I have no clue.
Yeah.
I know it's here, but what this is.
Right.
And so you guys have helped kind of start to facilitate this matchmaking, and where we left that particular thing off is that you've told both of them to arrive at the rave that you're going to go to tonight, and just hoping that kind of like the magic and the energy of the night will kind of finally bring them together. You also ran across Gil's cousin, a poor gnome who is suffering the bleaching, who's very depressed in his apartment. And he came to Sinashore for some adventure, for some experience, to take photos for his little photo safari album. But the bleaching got to him before he could complete it. And you guys found his list and his old-timey camera and are hoping that perhaps that you can finish this off for him and pull him out of his slump. And finally, you have this rave that you're going to go to this evening at the Grotto, as the cool people call it. And you're on your way to have dinner with your crew. All right? Any questions? Any thoughts?
The cousin's name is Gringlepop, not Gristlepop, right?
Not
Yes,
Gristlepop.
Not Gristlepop, okay.
All right,
Gringlepop.
Gringlepop.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys arrived back at the hotel, which is called the Wanderer's Rest.
Okay.
And there's like a little private dining area that your whole crew is in. It's been reserved for you guys, so you guys kind of have some privacy, and it's very cool. Like it's not a stuffy type situation. Like everybody's dressed in their rave clothes, ready to go, but everybody's just getting some food on their belly before they go, because you know how important it is to have that base before you go out. It's crucial. Let me tell you what your crew is wearing.
Yeah.
All right. And I even have some art to go with this. Thanks to Shan.
The rest of the crew?
There you go.
Yeah. All right. So first, we're going to talk about Lenny.
Okay.
If I will refer you to our Discord so you can see this. Now, Lenny is dressed in leather. All right. He's got a leather vest on with some straps cut out over one side under his ribs. He's got that real like punk rave aesthetic going on. I'll let you guys continue to describe as you see Lenny. Everybody see this picture here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Asymmetrical shirt, right? How do you describe that? It's a button up, but below the pectoral muscle on his right side, there is not a shirt. Instead, there are straps or belts that are going like horizontally across.
Yeah.
It's like a Final Fantasy character outfit.
Yes.
Is what
Yes,
it
really
is.
It really
you know?
is.
This dude's
Call it what
straight
it
out of
is, man.
Soldier, dude, and
Yeah.
he's going along with the road trip with the boys type thing.
It's like a Hot Topic final boss.
yeah, he's cool. He's got him a little goatee. He's got him a side shave. What I don't know what undercut.
Undercut, yeah.
Got some metal spikes on his shoulders and spiked bracelets on his hands.
Yep.
Got some
better
heavy duty
watch it.
boots.
Yeah.
He's got some shit kickers for sure.
He's got some stompers.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like some Doc Martens.
Next up, we got your girl, Jamila.
Oh,
you guys
yes.
Go like this. Yeah, you go
Jamila.
like this. Here we go.
Old jams.
Old
jammy
Jamila
jams.
sitting looking fine
Oh, damn.
at the table.
Ma'am?
She's got the clutch with the drugs, is what
Ma'am.
that is.
She's like
so
a K.
please
She's
describe
dressed
it for
like
our
a
listeners.
K-pop idol or something. Like I don't know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like what's the League of Legends K-pop, like KDA? She looks like she's at a KDA, dude. Anybody get that reference? No,
I don't.
Somebody's gonna get it. Shay, if you're out there, you'll get it.
This is the most Ravy outfit, which
Yeah, it is.
We're
personality-wise,
only
I
on number
get.
2.
But I was
we're
like,
only on number 2.
I just imagine Jamelia as like an elderly woman, you know?
No.
Not elderly necessarily, but older.
Yeah, she is, but she also knows how to party. Apparently,
That's
Apparently
right.
So.
She's,
I mean, this is
keeping fit.
so vibrant.
We haven't
Yeah, so-
described it though.
Yeah, please
Yeah, we
describe
we
it,
haven't
though,
described it though.
Just leave it up to the imagination.
No, please don't.
Okay.
I don't know how to describe this article of clothing.
Yeah,
Like,
I
don't
think
know.
I know how to describe the color pattern that is
Yeah,
on
there you
all
go.
of her
Let's start with that.
Yeah.
all of her outfit. It kind of looks like, you know how when you see oil that's like dripped down into like a parking lot, and it makes that kind of design of that iridescent like design, you know, like,
Yeah.
or you drip paint into water and it makes that
Yeah,
iridescent
yeah,
design.
yeah.
Yeah. And
Hydro dip.
Yeah,
It's
hydro
called.
dip.
Yeah.
And it's like it's kind of got like Gilderon's like color style. You know, it's
Wildberry
shades
pop
of
dye.
blue, pinks, and purples, all kind of like
Yes, very wild.
Mixed
berry
together.
type,
She's trying to tell
for
you
sure.
yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of
She's
blues,
feeling
light
old
blues,
Gold Guild
purples.
swag, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You got this kind of like low collar with a zip that terminates before her belly, so it's kind of an exposure of the belly, exposed legs. You got this kind of hot pants thing going on. The top is kind of this asymmetrical design of just a long tail reaching down to the heels on one side. It's form-fitting. Fishnet.
It's like a cape, but like not on the back. It's on the right side.
It's like an integrated kind of It's like if you were to cut half of a leg length cloak or coat. You know,
I think it's like more like a dress that has the front cut out.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's
Yeah.
it's cool.
It's a very like Asian style dress,
It is.
right? With kind of the no fold collar, just like a straight collar.
Yeah, the
that
neck
like
collar.
if there wasn't anything cut down, it'd be like this long, elegant dress. But there's like a big chunk of it come out the cut is like above the navel, and then there's nothing down.
Very
and there is like
stylized.
one side that's like flowing down her legs, and she's wearing some very high platform
Heels.
yeah.
boot heels
Yeah.
or shoes.
Yeah.
Fishnet.
Selective fishnet, like
Yeah.
not full fishnet. It's like a knee pad fishnet, like halfway up her
Yeah.
thigh, I guess, with some like neon fluorescent like lighting of some sort. You know,
Yeah.
like ring light, like a
It's like she's got the
a
little
neon
glow sticks,
tube or a
you
glow
know, that
stick
can,
or
It's
that
all,
can
something.
it's
wrap
all
around
glow
your hand.
stick bracelets. Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
got it on her arm too, on her left arm too. So.
Yeah, but it looks like they're kind of like hovering in place, like by some kind of technological or magical means or whatever, and they're just like sitting there
tape.
floating on parts of her appendages. Yeah.
Zip stick and tape. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I think that about covers
That
it.
about
Again,
sums it up.
Jamila is
cool hairstyle too.
Lashunta.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got her hair pulled back. Like, what?
Yeah.
Is she a? Which Lashunta is she?
Not
She's
Demaya.
She's not
Demaya.
Demaya.
Is she?
She is
Yeah,
Demaya.
yeah, she's the tall
Karasha
one.
are the bulky
Oh,
ones.
that's
Yeah.
right. I mixed those two
Yeah.
up. Yeah. Okay.
All right, let's move on to Dr. Tahir, shall we?
All right, let's do it.
All right. Can't wait for you guys to see this. So here is Dr. Tahir.
Party rock.
Okay.
This guy's from like Slovakia or something. I don't know.
He's
Yeah.
it's very European.
Yeah.
In the sense that he has a like what is that kind of hat called? It's like a fishing hat or something. It's
It's
not
like a bucket hat.
I mean, that's a bucket hat. Yeah.
it's a bucket hat. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just got a
He's got
tall
black,
ass head because he's
black and hot yellow aesthetic, like bright yellow.
Yeah.
You know?
Caution.
Tank top. I mean, he's a Kasatha, right? He's got like a light sand colored kind of skin tone with
Bit of gray
sort
in
of
it, yeah.
like ochre or like like dark burnt orange kind of patterning across his skin, with a tank top with some wraparound sunglasses with a strap hanging from his neck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And,
fluorescent strap. Yeah.
Yep.
Looking casual chic, you know.
He's got what appear to be like nylon sweatpants.
It's tracksuit pants.
Yeah, track
Tracksuit
pants.
Yeah, track pants. With some stripage on them.
Gold
vertical,
chrome stripage.
horizontal stripe around the knee, right above the knee,
Yeah.
with some yellow and black accented trainers on.
Yeah, those kicks are actually. Yeah, those
Some
are
like,
cool. Those are
I
cool.
feel like there's some
I
like
the
legally
sneakers.
distinct New Balance, you know?
Yeah. And I feel like
He
when he
has-
walks, it's like those kid shoes that like twinkle, you know, as it hits the ground, you know, like flash.
Well,
you know,
it's
remember
got-
those.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. There's the LA gear. if I
LA
can-
Lights.
Yeah.
LA Lights.
Yeah, and he has 4 big, thick gold bangles around each wrist with 2 glow
Naturally.
sticks wrapped around each of those wrist bracelets over the top of the gold.
And obviously being a Kasatha has the like face mask and it's black and gold too.
Yeah, it matches, of
Mm-hmm.
course. Yeah.
Yeah, I just gotta say, Shan did such a great job with these. Like, I gave her like what I envisioned
vibe.
like 2 days ago, right? And she knocked out maybe not even full 2 days, maybe yesterday. And I like found some pictures of what I thought each person would be wearing, like the vibe, and then she went from there. But it's killer. Let's go
is
to
killer.
the next. Let's go to the next one, shall
Okay.
we?
Ooh, Walter.
Okay, yeah, it's Walter.
Oh yeah, it's Walter. He's got something. He's got
I'm
something
very
hanging off
curious.
those tusks.
This kid goes so many ways.
Yeah.
He's got
Here we
something
go.
with those tusks. Come on.
Gotta have
I like
some
I
shade.
don't know if to expect like little Lord Fauntleroy or
Multicolored
sailor
sweatpants.
straight up.
Those tusks are bedazzled.
That's just a straight up walrus.
Okay. Walter.
It's just all fishnet.
Yeah. Walter has on a pair of well-fitting, I guess.
Yeah, just well-fitting, for
sunglasses.
sure.
His tusks are extremely sweaty. I mean, all 4 tusks, dude, visibly
They're
sweaty,
crusted.
visibly sweaty.
But they look iced out too.
Yeah, I
They
know.
are.
It's like I
They're
don't know if
definitely
they're.
fucking iced.
Oh yeah, zoom in on that. You can see the designs. It almost
Yeah,
looks like
that's
henna.
bedazzled, dude.
Well, I think Morlamar tusks are they have patterning, don't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they do.
Yeah. Anyway, your boy Walter is in a neon, like lime green fishnet top, dude. Like just fishnet,
Well
lime
fitting.
green belly shirt style fishnet top. Okay.
A lot of fish can get through those
It appears
holes.
that he has a black waistband of some kind.
With
And
nothing
then-
else. Like belly is all exposed except for the belt. You know.
Yeah, and then he's got
Love
like a
it.
black.
Love it.
Let's call it a speedo. Let's just call it a speedo.
Yeah.
With a pair of matching fishnet leggings over the
top,
speedo.
yeah.
Yeah.
Going all the way down to the feet. Or like,
He's a
really,
big-
the toes almost.
Yeah. They're full length,
Full length fishnet.
except for the belly. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? He's got that
Tasteful.
belly out.
Tasteful.
Extremely tasteful.
I would have never imagined Walter. Man,
Walter, I could love
freak,
it. I
dude.
love it, dude.
All right, and finally,
let loose.
and then you know, you guys don't talk to Angela very much. You know, she's kind of been
Angela.
So Angela's the PR,
That's
isn't
the,
she?
that's the
Right.
PR
Yeah.
person. Yeah.
Yeah.
she's been a little quiet. She doesn't really have much to do in the current situation. However, she's definitely come to party.
Oh
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
Let's look.
Oh shit.
Oh
damn.
shit.
All
Okay.
right.
She's ready.
Yeah.
She's ready as well.
She's ready for
thought
anything.
Jamila was like the most festival girl, but I think Angela's
No,
giving
this is
her a
the
run
festy.
for
Yeah.
her money.
Festy for sure.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Got a
she
little
has
Little wolf ears.
she has like
Yeah.
little mini buns on each side of her hair.
Yeah.
With cat ears and some glow stick accoutrement tying those buns together, it appears.
Yep.
Okay. She has on a hoodie that a bright green hoodie that stops at her chest.
Yeah, it's
For
nothing
her
but
chest.
arms.
Nothing but arms.
Yep.
Neck. And I think they have. I think the ends of the hoodie have fur, right on the cuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little white fur, like wrist cuff.
Yeah, fluorescent
Well,
naturally. The
Well, those are the
not the
bracelets.
bracelets,
Those are
yeah.
the
Yeah.
rubber bracelets.
I mean,
yeah.
it looks like she's like wearing a green hoodie, except it's been cut off like right where her like boob meat starts. You know, like
Yeah.
right where, right there.
Yeah, it's just arms for the hoodie, and then like you got the fluorescent earrings, around the hair buns, around the bracelets.
She's got on a bikini, by the way.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's-
yeah. I
There's
think I was
not,
embarrassing
she's not
around.
leaving a whole lot to the imagination.
No,
Let's just say that.
no.
You know, she's letting you know
It's
what
a
she's
yellow.
about.
It's a yellow bikini with like little pink dots all around.
It's like a it's like a floral pattern. Like
Oh yeah,
It also has some glowing element lining it. You know, some lining. There are some like, okay, so it's like what it is it's like crossed string from where like the front of her bra top meets, you know, like right in the center of her chest. There's like a strap, and it has, I think, glowing dot lights running all along it.
Yeah.
Like
And
LEDs.
it goes around the side of her back and then connects on the other side of the front of her bottoms. Right? And then there's also like these sections of fabric that are going around her thighs, and I don't really know what that is or how to describe it.
It's almost like hot pants, except they cut out like the middle of the thigh. You know, the inner
the
thigh.
inner thigh is all
Yeah.
cut out, and then that appears to start a section of fishnet, which ends with some high hot pink socks that go right above her knee, and over that are some white, probably like
platform boots.
they're platform boots. They look like they're like latex boots or something, like the way she's got this shaded is what there you go.
They must have did
There
some
you go.
shopping. They didn't carry these with them, right?
I don't have art yet, but Carl is also there, the pirate.
Oh
from
yeah,
the very
yeah.
beginning.
Carl.
And he's very much like glow stick pirate vibes, right? So he's got like an open chest, like vest, you know, not wearing anything
There's a
under
guy
it.
on the team named Carl the Pirate.
Kind of so, yeah. Shit, man.
Carl.
So yeah, that's the situation here, man. So they're all like, hello, hi, hey, how's it going? You know, they're all like very glad to see you and welcome you to sit down and enjoy them. And you know,
By comparison, I feel like we look like my grandma going to a rave. Like, if we're still wearing the same things we did during the day, like a sundress and Subhana's like, you know, handsome mom outfit. You know, like we are not dressed for this rave.
no, so you know, you could probably change if you want. You know,
Gilderon's just gonna like take off like the shirt he's wearing. He has like a vest and everything right now on, but he's just gonna put the vest. It's gonna be open vest. Like it's a multicolored vest, and you can just see his like bushy multicolored hair sticking out, you know. But otherwise, he's just wearing his straight up slacks, and he's getting glow sticks from people, you know. Like, where'd you get those glow sticks? Yeah, can I have a few? Come on.
Carl's got you. He's got like a whole postal bag full of glow sticks, you know?
Yeah. I knew you'd find your purpose, Carl.
Right, yeah, me too. This is really what it is, you know? I was wasting my life with those pirates. I felt drifting away with you guys because, like, well, you got plenty of technicians here. And I just didn't know what to do with myself, and, well, I came here to Sinishore, and it spoke to me. Glow stick dancing, and he starts like doing the whole like elements dance. It's like, this is fire and this is water, you know.
Right on.
Gotta be careful, Carl. You'll whip up a sandstorm.
Yes, right, yeah. But yeah, if you need glow sticks, I've got them.
That's wonderful to hear, and I'm
He's got,
happy
like-
you found your place.
He's
You're
got like
bringing
2
light to the world.
backpacks, 2 duffel
Yeah.
bags full of glow sticks.
Yeah, he's good to go. He's good to
He's got
go.
the Starshine serum in there, you know,
Say
whatever
we'll
it's called.
take one glow stick bracelet and put it around his left wrist. That it's like a,
Which left wrist, top or
the
bottom left?
mechanical hand.
Oh,
the mechanical
there
one.
you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
There you
Just
go.
a single one. I am
And
prepared.
yeah, to be clear, that these glow sticks, they do like hover, you know, so they don't actually touch you. They kind of hover around, you know. They have this little
glow
like,
stick technology's come along.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you don't
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
know. Like it's like LED lights. It can change color if you want it to.
Yeah, I'm
like,
sure.
You don't have to
Sure,
rely
it
on
is
the
just LEDs, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
It's not lasting 8 hours.
Subana's
Sorry for
definitely going to
interrupting.
have like some of those like glow stick bracelets around like the neck and wrists and whatnot. You know, in the same color. You know, orange. You know.
Okay.
I think, Raya would have planned for this better than Heath did, obviously. Whenever we get ready to go to the rave, I don't know if we go back to the house or whatever, but she changed out of her sundress, put it in her little, carry-on bag type thing. But I'm imagining like a one-piece bathing suit, that's like gold, like proper
Okay.
gold, but with a mini skirt over it, and those Raver girls, like if you even just Google Raver girl images, you'll see those gigantically furry boots. You know what
I
I'm
was
talking
about to
about?
say, you got tons of fuzzy boots,
Ugg
dude.
boots?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Dude,
Nope.
Ugg boots aren't an eighth of what the size of fur that you're talking about here. Here, I got
about
you. I got you,
festival
dog.
girls.
She's
Yeah.
like,
This is what
yeah,
we're talking about.
Raya gets like another half a foot taller from these bad boys. You know
Look,
what I
here
mean?
you go.
Okay then. Yeah.
Yes,
all right.
Yes.
That's
Yep.
that's Ravy.
That's the thing.
Yeah, they're like the fur is humongous, and they're like almost up to the kney.
The whole club's gonna be
Alright.
looking at you. Hit the floor.
I don't know. I think Angela's
Next thing
got
you
it.
know.
Got it beat.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. Not quite as revealing as Angela. I don't know if I'd be that comfortable.
But Angela, when you guys come back down in your new attire, she comes up to you and she's like, I know that I haven't had many speaking parts in this adventure so far, but I've been here the whole time and you guys are doing great and you guys look great. Do you guys know what you're getting into with a rave? Have any of you been to a rave before?
Yeah,
Yes?
I mean,
yeah. I'm 23.
No.
right, okay.
That-
if I'm
that
being
shit would've
honest,
been
I have
shut down
no
on
idea
Vast
what a
Crime.
rave is. I can assume some things about it, but I've never been to one or.
All right. Well,
Looked
here's
into
the
one?
thing, Gil, and there's a couple things. First, always drink water, but your own water. Keep a cap on it, because you never know. I don't think we have anything to worry about here in Sinishore, but it's just a good practice. Secondly, there is going to be a lot of intense feelings and dancing, and that's fun, and that's great. But just make sure that you get consent before you touch anybody on the dance floor. Okay? And finally, and most importantly, just give in to the beat. Just feel the music and let it take you. There is no shame. There is no bad dancing. There is no embarrassment. Exalt in the joy of body movement. Even you, Sayun. Even you.
Right.
I'll try my best. I'm actually pretty excited about this.
Yes, it's going to be amazing.
I want to see the most energetic katas ever out of Seiyan. You know?
Yeah. Okay, so you guys make your way to the Moonlight Grotto, and I gotta change. You start to hear some music just as you approach. And when you approach, you see that's like carved from natural crystalline rock shaped vaguely like a crescent moon, right? And the Moonlight Grotto has a bar, dance floor, and these reverberations of the synthetic music are just like booming out of the club. You step in and everything, it gets like louder, and kind of hits you and washes over you. And it's dark and there's lasers and glow lights and all sorts of stuff. There's cages hanging from the ceiling that people are dancing in. You know, there's like a raised platform where you have some people dancing and all that kind of stuff. And kind of you see that guy that was handing out flyers on the turntables, just, you know, throwing down some beats, man. And like, you're instantly just taken by the music, you know. You can't help but at least tap your toes, you know, but like there seems to be an ethereal, magical effect to this music. And like everybody is just feeling it. And you see in the, kind of off to the side, nervously wringing their hands, is the Noir. And she's just kind of sitting there looking very, very nervous. She doesn't look up or whatever, but
What was
she's
her name
standing
again?
Her name is Lahana. And she looks great, by the way, you know, so she did get a new wardrobe, you know, and obviously had some good help and guidance in picking that out. She is wearing like essentially a cocktail dress, okay, but like a really like, it's like a black cocktail dress, but it looks like somebody splatter painted neon colors on it, you know?
Right.
But she looks just so uncomfortable and so nervous.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to approach her.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think.
All right, have fun.
I think Subana would probably first off be kind of overwhelmed at seeing this a little bit. You know, just after everything that's been going on recently, and just kind of like realizing that, like, no, this is what everybody needs, and seeing that this Noir. Lathana? You said it? Sorry. Lathana?
Lahana
means family.
Yeah. that gets me every time.
I actively did not make that same joke.
Yeah, so I think Subana would probably approach her and just say, you know, hey, are you okay? Tell you what.
Hi, Subana. Yeah, I'm just so nervous. Have you seen Zuli yet?
No, we just got here. We just got here. Tell you what. And you look a little nervous. How about I get you a drink?
Sure, that'd be great.
Yeah, and I think we're both just gonna go over to the bar. You know.
All right. Your crew, Lenny and Angela, go out to the middle of the dance floor immediately. And I mean, they just start cutting a rug. They're like grinding on each other. You know, they're pros at this.
Is it Three's Company or Three's a Crowd? Because Gilderon might go down there too.
Well, that's up to you. You know, you got.
He is. He's just gonna be maniacal laughter. Like everything's overwhelming. He's new to like all of these like non-bleaching emotions. You know, and he's just gonna be like. And then you see him just like intuitively like using like dancing lights and token spell to just like enhance like the things around him like with the colors, and then he's just sitting there in the middle dancing.
Yeah, like Lenny's like, yeah, come over here, Gil. Do some loops around us, you know. And so like you end up like cutting out a little space in the dance floor, like making loops around the two of them, and everybody's watching them like oh, you know, like egging them on, you know. Walter is just kind of waddling his way around the perimeter, you know, and he is just like shaking his tusk, sweat going everywhere, you know, like.
We're gonna find out there's some like mythical medicinal quality to his sweat.
It's insane how far this sweaty tusk bit has gone.
Yeah. So what about Sayun and Raya? What are you guys doing?
Well, I will say this: lousy, or not lousy, but loud, discordant, or noisy music is like literally anathema to the tenets of like the black butterfly, you know?
Really?
So I can't imagine that this is really Sayun scene. Let's be real. You know what I mean? I think he would probably like do a little just to keep up appearances, you know, a little like finger dancing kind of thing. But I was wondering if I could maybe try to find some of these. Are any of these people that are in this photo journal like around?
No.
Okay.
Well, okay.
I can't double up on side quests.
Sure you can actually. I mean, Crimson Caprice is here, you know, and you guys had already kind of thought that might be one of the things, if you remember.
The Capricious Angel.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I think Sayun would have taken the camera with him in order to try to snag a photo.
All right. Well, yeah, you know, you'll have to go and talk to Caprice or whatever. But like, you know, you see him on the far end of the room, right? So you'd have to like cut through the whole crowd to get to him.
Oh God. Okay. Yes. Yeah. I mean, so he just has to like push his way through this like extremely noisy, rowdy, partying crowd. Excuse me. You know,
I feel like you'd be yelling it too.
Your aura's purple.
Yeah, so you make your way through, and you see Caprice back there kind of hanging out by the turntables, you know, and he sees you approach. He says, "So, traveler, I'm so glad that you came to this event. It's quite a blast, isn't it?"
It's thrilling. I'm having the time of my life. I'm actually on something of a side quest, as it were.
All right.
A friend of Gilderon, a family member of Gilderon, excuse me, appears to be having a rough time and would like a photo of a majestic, radiant being such as yourself. Would you mind?
I am indeed such a thing.
Right, I'm flattering you in order to get this photograph.
Well, flattery gets you everywhere, traveler. And like he starts like changing into a rosebud, into a butterfly, into a red orb. He says, "Which form do you think that I should take? Would you like one of everyone?"
No, Sayun just starts snapping photos. You know, like turn the camera to the side. Oh, very good. Yes. Oh, delete. Nope. Keep that one. Oh.
And he's just striking a pose and everything. Like, and a couple people around you are like, "Oh, it's photo booth time!" And like, you start getting a queue of people that are like trying to come up and strike a pose and get their picture taken.
Oh no.
They got you trapped.
What have I done?
They got you in, so you're gonna be
he's tied up at the photo booth, huh?
Yeah.
Damn these future cameras! They have like a million pictures
if
left.
any of the crew ever meets eyes with Sayun as he's stuck doing this, you would see like this pained, dead-eyed expression on his face, like you know, non-verbally, "Save me."
Right.
But he's just too polite. He has to endure and just keep taking photos of all these random strangers.
Yeah. Okay. At this point, what is Raya doing?
I think, you know, Raya kind of gets around the sort of dance area, but it just kind of skirts around the edges, maybe never quite getting out of eye shot of Jamila, just because like that's her person and she doesn't really know anybody here except the crew, and is like trying to get into it and just kind of like swaying a little bit, and but it's like half-hearted, you know.
Mm-hmm. So you're just kind of like trying to make yourself do it, but you can't get into it.
Yeah, and just kind of like trying not to follow Jamila around like a puppy dog, but like staying near enough her that like, you know, if she needs to, she can reach out to Jamila.
So Jamila
Got that shit on?
well, yeah, you know, she looking fine. She kind of sees you drag her and she's like, 1 second. Raya, would you like a drink? You seem to be down. I could go get us a couple drinks, maybe loosen you up a bit.
Sure, I guess. I mean, maybe that.
This is a party, you know.
I know. I want to have a good time. I promise, but.
Well, what is it? Spit it out.
And Raya, like, it's kind of like she's like biting her lip a little bit, and then finally you see like a little furrowed brow. Like she gets almost a little angry with herself, and sort of unexpectedly, forcefully, is just like, I don't want to get like too into it and, you know, carried away by the music or whatever, and then, you know, like morph and my dragon parts and stuff. I don't want to lose control of them.
Raya, Tom, look around you. You see all of these people. The people that are from here are constantly morphing their shapes. The goddess that this realm is constantly changing and evolving. This is something that you should be proud of. You know? Like, there is no reason for you to be scared, especially here. You will be welcomed and loved. You're in Sinashur. You are chosen by Desna. This is foolish for you to be so afraid.
Yeah, I guess.
Stop it! And she like punches you in the shoulder a little bit. Like, stop it! This is a party. All this sad sacking is not good. Look.
All right, and she's you can tell she's struggling or whatever, and then the little punch kind of shakes her a little bit out of it, and she's like, I suppose
She at this, Jamila, like a little softer, puts her hand up to your cheek and says, Raya, just embrace the change.
And her face softens a little bit at that, and she looks, you know, fairly intensely, like eye-to-eye contact with Jamila, and is like, yeah, you know, you're right. I should embrace it. I'm tired. I'm tired of this.
Saying.
And she, you know, kind of like takes a step back, and like shakes herself off, puts her little, you know, like beach bag or whatever that she's got down, and you see her kind of like tense up a little bit and just morphs the biggest, most majestic set of like icy, purplish, like glowing, not quite glowing, but like, you know, like very light blue, crystalline and purple wings, like just shoot out. And she's like, yes, embrace the change. I like that. You're right, Jamila. Let's have a good time.
Yes, let's dance.
Yeah, and she, like, then, from then on, she's, like, about it. It's like a weight has been lifted, you know?
Hell yeah. Well, so you guys are all dancing, and not too long after you guys got there, Zuli walks in. I mean, and she just strikes an image, a presence. I mean, she is gorgeous. She's wearing a white... It's like one of those dresses that look see-through but aren't really see-through, right? So like there's like a nude colored slip under the see-through white dress, and the white dress like all along the collars and stuff, like has these like diamond little filigree highlights, you know, and it's like very classy but very sexy, you know. It's like one of those angled skirts, so where it's like higher on one leg than the other, you know. And she walks in just looking the belle of the ball, so to speak, and you know, maybe Gil, while you're like doing your little dancing in circles around, you notice her come in, and you look over to where Lahana is.
I think if I notice that, I'll move my dancing lights towards to Lahana, you know, and just kind of like illuminate the general area around her with like purples and pinks and different colors.
She like her eyes go big and she looks around like why is the lights on me? And like Zuli's eyes do catch that, right? And they follow the lights and see. And so she starts walking over to Lahana. And Zuli walks up and grins and she says, hey Lahana, I'm here to meet someone. What are you doing here? And Lahana's like, yeah, I'm here to meet someone too. And Zuli's like gives like a little coy smile. She's like, I know. And she offers her hand and says, would you care to dance? And, you know, Lahana, kind of nervously, but obviously excited, says, yes, I'd love to dance. And the two of them follow the dancing lights back to the center of the dance floor, and they join Walter, and they join Lenny, and they join Angela, and just like getting down. Meanwhile, the doctor is like going around just giving like waters out to everybody. You know, he's giving bottled waters out to everybody.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah, really. Yeah, so nice.
So like, you know, the party goes on, and you know, about 3 hours in or so, you actually catch out of the corners of your eyes, you see Lahana and Zuli leave together.
Nice.
From the club.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah.
Young love.
Yeah, and you know, the party keeps going. Like, how late are you guys gonna go? You know, like, you don't get tired, I'll tell you that. You know, like, there's not actual physical exhaustion happening here. You know,
I think Gilderon, you know, he's never experienced this, and just the way his emotions are right now, he's like, there's no like turning up his emotions or turning down his emotions. It's all binary. It's 1, 0.
Yeah, it doesn't scale. There's no scale.
Yeah. So right now he is like, he's in it until the end. You know, he like until the sun comes up. You know.
Right. I was gonna say, I think it's probably gonna be different for each person. Like some people are probably gonna peel off sooner than others.
I'll say around 1 a.m. or whatever the equivalent is in this nebulous time area. You see somebody, again, I have another picture here.
You're going to spoil us.
Yeah, come to the center of the, you know, like the music kind of turns down for a second, and you see this person walk to the center of the room. This is a non-binary, I think they are a human.
Okay.
You guys want to describe them?
Yeah, sure. I would say femme presenting, hair tied up, two big huge buns, sort of a crown, like a hot pink crown with I don't know if it's diamond spikes, but they are very sparkly.
Yeah, it's very encrusted for sure.
Spikes,
crystalline.
Right?
Yeah.
They have large, oversized, pink tinted
kind of rose
sunglasses with LED dots
like
all the way.
Like billboard light shades almost.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they have a darker skin tone, but it looks like they also have vitiligo with patches of lighter skin around.
Yeah.
Basically, their whole body.
Yeah.
And so let's do our best here. It might be difficult, but it actually says that they use the Zay Zem Zer
Okay.
pronouns.
Okay.
But anyway, so they come out to the center of the room, and they have a microphone. And it is me, lovely Rita. I hope that you are all having a blast here at the Moonlight Grotto. It is time for my favorite part of the evening, the dance contest. Who would like to participate? I see you, my little colorful gnome friend. Most certainly you should be a part of this. And you points to several other people that have been really getting it.
That depends on if you'll accept athletics for the role.
Yep.
Anybody who can, roll me a culture check.
All right.
I mean, I can.
Can succeed or two.
Yeah, two different things completely. I don't know. I got
With a bonus
culture.
or with my
Decent
bonus?
culture.
No.
15 for Sayun.
Okay?
I don't know if this includes my bonus or not, though.
No, it doesn't.
12 for Gilgaron.
I am not trained in culture.
All right, so Subhana,
Yes.
you actually know the name Lovely Rita. I said Rita just because it's so.
I was like, lovely Rita,
Mita
maid. Yeah.
Right, yeah, it's definitely a play on the Beatles song,
Yeah.
but it's Lovely Rita.
Okay.
And you know that they were a very famous pop star, but like decades ago, like a long time ago, and
Yeah, it's like the Beatles showing up now.
But they're like timeless, you know? It's just kind of like, they're
Yeah,
still
I mean, like-
people still listen to them even today.
right, but like you would think that most people would assume that they were dead.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
But here as they stand before you, in all the youthful appearance that they are known for, and about to start a dance party. You know,
Wow.
about to do a
Nice.
dance
Yeah,
contest. Yeah.
I never have heard the Zay, Zim, Zer pronouns in a conversation. I kind of like it.
Yeah, and
It's
so
like kind of
spelled-
flows.
Feels French, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
It's spelled with X's, right? So
Right.
it's XE, XEM, XER. So, yeah, if you guys want to participate in this dance contest,
Well,
we can
again,
do it.
So
that depends on if you'll accept athletics.
I think. Okay.
I would, yes, I would accept athletics, performance, maybe certainly acrobatics.
Mysticism, obviously.
Not mysticism, but you can certainly cast some of your spells to enhance your role, you know.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
a good
so-
dancer, but I'm enthusiastic.
All right.
Yeah,
All right,
Savannah's
so
gonna
who else?
participate.
Okay. All right, let's get those rolls then.
You said you're not going to participate?
No, Subhana is going to participate.
Okay, let's
I think,
go.
I think the whole thing is that like Subhana would definitely be like almost starstruck because she definitely had.
That's your era.
Yeah, exactly. You know, that kind of thing. It's just like
Right.
probably just totally like
Mom's
listen to
out
them,
here
you
like,
know?
what?
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh my god, I thought they were dead. They were dead.
I used
you
to
know?
listen to them so much when I was a
Right.
little girl.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like dude, I fucking had
It's like
the posters.
it's like the
you know,
Spice
the
Girls having a reunion or showing up like at a concert or something that you're at right now.
posters. Right.
Yeah. Okay. Raya's definitely going to participate as well now that feeling a little better after Jamila's pep talk.
Okay.
Okay. So, what can we roll? The
Acrobatics, athletics, performance.
Oh, man, I'm rolling all fucking
And mysticism, obviously. Yeah.
I don't even see performance on my sheet.
Yeah, it would be like a profession.
Oh, gotcha. I mean, I guess I'll go acrobatics, but I'm gonna spice it up with magic.
No.
That was a 19, and then it just kind of tipped right over to a 1.
Don't you have like a reroll or something like that?
Not in Starfinder.
Let me see here. Because...
Wait. Yes, I can reroll.
Oh, yeah,
I do have a
'cause you're
reroll. I am a gnome.
I mean, you're a gnome. That's what I'm
Let's get
asking, you know?
Yeah, I can reroll
Especially
any
in a
natural 1.
nebulous time situation like this, like
You can? Any natural one? You can reroll
Yeah,
it?
once per day I can roll any natural 1.
not
Dude.
any. Right,
Reroll
you're
any.
limited, but
I
Just
do
do
want
one
to
a
use
day.
my paradox to reroll mine because I can it's an ability score check, or so that would include.
did you have paradoxes prepared?
Yes, yeah. I
They
always
get
have paradox.
prepared every morning, yeah.
Well, but I just meant because we're in this like more narrative kind of thing. If a day's passed and you didn't actively prepare them,
All right, what did you change that into?
21. 1 to a 21.
That's much better. All right.
I'm gonna do mine again.
Oh, thank you, Eternal Hope.
Okay, all right. That's better. That would actually be 21
Why?
because I already switched over to the other armor, and that has an ACP of -1.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and Heath, what did Raya get?
Raya got a 25.
Toy.
Oh,
Nice.
all right. So, Raya, you're going to win this contest.
Hell yeah!
All right.
Dragon wings out.
Gilderon, you're getting second place.
Even with all my magic, I haven't even described my awesome magic.
Well, I know. That's why I'm telling you. You get a +2 to it from your magic, so that's what puts you at 23. And Subhana, you actually get third place, and you beat out because so the DC was 20.
Okay.
So you guys all beat the DC for the best NPC dancer there. So
Sayun comes in with the robot.
I want to start with third place. Tell me what Subhana's dance looks like.
So Subhana, being a big fan of Lovely Rhea back in her teenage years, you can imagine she practiced all the choreographed dances of her hit songs in front of the mirror countless times. And as you'll recall, she's able to see the threads of time, being a precog and all. So how I imagine this is that she can see, and she only herself is able to actually see this version of a teenage Vesk just manifest, and they're dancing in sync, and she's executing all the moves in perfect timing, like even to the point of showing off a little for the crowd with like a time loop of a flourish before capping it all off at the end of the song, you know?
Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Second place, Gil. What does
Gil.
your dancing look like?
Okay, is there like a stage? It's in the middle of the dance
No,
floor?
it's on the dance floor.
Okay.
Yeah, people like spread out. It's like people make a ring, right? And whoever's turn it is, they come into the middle of the ring while the crowd cheers them on.
Yeah,
It's like
okay.
Saturday Night Fever. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Like-
first, like, I walk out in the middle, and then I strike a pose, and then all of a sudden, the entire area, the entire circle, just fills with a dense layer of fog. And then as the music's going, within the fog, dancing lights are pulsing to the music. You can kind of see it through the fog, and they're moving around. Boom, boom, boom. And the lights are getting closer and closer to the center, and you can barely see through this fog, but the dancing lights are pulsing like on either side of me, so it kind of like illuminates my form a little bit. And then I'm just like sitting there with like the Michael Jackson pose with my hand in the air,
Nice.
And then I dismiss the fog cloud, and then I literally start, dancing like Michael Jackson a little bit, doing the moonwalk. And then I get down, since my small frame, I get down and I start like trying to do like break dance, like spinning around on the floor with the dancing lights actually spinning the opposite way of me,
Nice.
and I'm casting like token spell to like put
Walter throws up because he's nauseated.
and like every time I make a sound, I'm using ghost sound to like make the sound like kind of larger and grander, and then I end in the pose. This is Shimona.
All right, well, that leaves our winner here. Heath, how does Raya take the cake in this dance-off?
So I think, Raya is leaning into your more traditional rave, like glow stick dancing, like having like crossed glow sticks, across her knuckles in each hand, and very much like, circulars or sort of motions, and then outward, like actual glow stick dancing. But she's got these big, beautiful, like lavender, ice blue looking, big set of wings behind her. And so she's really like getting it, and but in a very graceful and elegant way, big wide arcs as her arms spread out, and her wings like kind of, move to give each like arc of the, throw of the glow sticks more room. And then as she's like getting sort of to a big crescendo, big like arms out, doing big circles or whatever, maybe even has some glow sticks on strings at one point, and is like doing a big like spiral spin with the string glow sticks, and spews up her dragon's breath ice directly up into the air, like a big billowing cloud of ice crystals reflecting all the like neon lights everywhere, and as she's doing it and getting more into her like little routine, and this is purely flavor, so just go with me, like her biotic invigoration starts to go off, and so lavender sort of magical sort of nature energy with an icy feel to it, sort of like but like mist, cool, like refreshing, sort of spiraling around her legs and upper torso and arms, and the people nearest in the front of the circle feel that biotic invigoration, literally like refreshing and healing them and just making them feel better and feel good in that moment.
Yeah, as you're doing that, Caprice and like a bunch of their friends kind of join in at the end, and they start shifting into all sorts of different colored flowers, like blue tulips and purple orchids, and
Some
and
white
Sayon's
lilies taking
and stuff.
pictures of all of this.
Yeah. All right. So here's the deal, Raya, you win 500 credits for coming in first place.
Nice.
All right.
I didn't know there was money on the line, baby.
You get 300 credits.
Nice.
For second place. Third place gets 100 credits there, Sue.
All right. Hell
And
yeah.
then Sayun, you collected quite a few tips over the evening.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. So you're gonna take, if you would, roll me a d6.
Sure. You're going to take 16,000 credits.
Right.
All right, you take 100 credits.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
All right.
And so you guys party into the night. You guys are just feeling it. Your crew is all with you. Like there's this camaraderie that's really being felt. Like for the first time, you guys are not really under pressure of a horrible situation, and like you just feel at ease, even though there's a lot of stuff that's going on outside of Sinishur, and you're eventually going to have to get back to it. This rave just like is one of the deepest bonding experiences that you have, not only with each other but with the rest of your crew and with the rest of the people of Sinishur. And as you're walking back to your rooms, drinking waters, Walter's like, "Oh, that was pretty fun. We'll see you tomorrow morning."
See you later, Walter.
But first, we got to go to Sinishur Waffle
"We'll
House.
see ya."
Sinishur Waffle House.
Waffle House, yeah.
See you at the Waffle House.
See you at the Waffle. We'll see you at the Waffle House. Thanks for listening to the STF Network. If you want to hear more from us, check out our other Starfinder and Pathfinder shows at the STFnetwork.com. That's the STFnetwork.com. And support us on Patreon to listen to our bonus podcast, including our homebrew adventures and Tom Talks, our behind-the-scenes show. Stay groovy, possums.